boys! How are we, legends? Bobby Mays is the first one in. G'day, Bobby Mays. I love you, Bobby Mays. How are you, Combat Catholic? You see it. Christ is indeed King. Christ is indeed King. How are we, boys? God is King. I love you. I love you, Bobby Mays. You've got the best name in the chat, Bobby Mays. Looks like the first in best dressed award for 2025 is off and bloody running. Who is going to win it? Anyone could win it. We haven't seen Eric since the Christmas break. I hope that wherever he is, it's going well. How are you guys? What's up, Jock? Good to see you, mate. I did find out that you were Scottish, funnily enough, mate. I did hear that you were Scottish. What's good, everyone? What's good? How are you, Justin Kennedy? Good to see you, man. I hope that you're well. I don't really care too much about the wrestling that happened today. I went out for the day. I've been out all day long, hitting the city, been getting the updates of the wrestling that happened today. I honestly couldn't care less about real American freestyle wrestling. Armin Sarukian dominated. I'm not too surprised about that. Armin Sarukian is an amazing wrestler. The Bo Nickel fight got called off. Colby Covington beat Luke Rockhold, which I'm very happy about because I despise Luke Rockhold. So I'm happy that Luke Rockhold lost yet another competition. And that is about that. So I think we can very safely return to the GOAT list conversation that we sort of parked the bus on yesterday and dive right back into that. The MMA Guru versus Adin Ross stream seems to go on very well for content farming. The general consensus on Twitter is that Guru took some massive L's, which is very funny to me, but yeah. Blue Power Ranger said, I'm Scottish, and don't clarify the Blue Power Ranger said, I am Scottish, and I didn't clarify the first time that I brought it up. But then we started talking about the Power Rangers. The Blue Power Ranger is indeed Scottish, Bobby Mays. Everyone knows that. Y'all lost 10-0. Y'all didn't even make it onto the scales, Jock. How are you, MMA Master? Good to see you. Colby wants GSP. I saw that. Colby wants GSP. Colby's not getting GSP. But hey, you can't blame him for having a go and calling on the biggest name in wrestling, right? I am a wrestler, and I will be the first to tell you that wrestling sucks. Yeah, I wasn't going to do a live stream for real American freestyle wrestling. I went out and had day beers. Now I'm mildly buzzed, and that's the day that we're going to have. I chatted with him the other day. The buddy is getting his orders to ship off to special operations soon. That is insane. Oh, you're talking about Eric. Well, that's good, man. I hope Eric is going well. I'm happy you're live. I'm happy that you're here with me on this live chat ahead. It's good to see you, man. I hope that you're good, dude. Bo Nickel is a pussy. True. Don't worry about Eric. He's running trails on captive Venezuelans. Yeah, Eric's doing what he's got to do. He's running trains on captive Venezuela. That's what Eric does. I mean, it's in the name. Eric is doing what he has got to do. Dougie, I've been sick for the past week, but your stream is making me feel better. Well, that's awesome, Bobby Mays. Your name makes me feel better. So I'm happy that this stream was able to make you feel better in some small way, mate. I am also mildly buzzed after day beers. Well, look at us, Justin Kennedy. Are we just a couple of mildly buzzed bros that have enjoyed some day beers? Are we just a couple of lads? Are we just a couple of cheeky lads who have enjoyed some day beers, mate? Bo Nickel is embarrassing for wrestling and MMA. I don't care. Yeah, Bo Nickel's an embarrassment. This is true. He's just annoying to me. There's nothing much better in life than day beers. There really isn't. There really isn't much better in life than some relaxing day beers. Eric is choosing the playlist playing in the headphones of the Venezuelan president. Poor motherfucker. He's going to wish that he didn't hand himself in. Grab another beer, mate. Nah, I'm going to lay off for a little bit. We're going to do a nice quick stream. We'll do about an hour stream and then I'll get out of here. Literally, he would probably be in the next raid within 2 years. That's how long the training takes. Oh my God. Well, Eric is definitely moving up in the world. I know Eric's alive because he's been sending me messages on Instagram, just memes and stuff. So I know Eric's alive, but I'm sure he's just too busy. Eric is the best interrogator because he always gets the job finished with a nut as well. That's disgusting. It implies sexual things are going down in the interrogation room. So there was a wrestling thing on apparently that people would watch. It just goes to show that without the UFC, combat sports fans will watch literally fucking anything, Cheddarhead. Even American freestyle wrestling, which is dog shit and boring. They'll even watch that. Armin probably beats Ilya and then Islam. I don't know about Islam Makhachev. Maybe Ilya. I would say he ground and pounds out Ilya Topuria. I would agree with that. What's up, Keith? What's up, Shyla? How are you, Shyla? Did you see the press conference for Rockhold versus Covington in RAF? They moved Bo Nickel, lad. They moved on Bo Nickel. I did see the clips from the press conference. They were absolutely giving Bo Nickel a ton of shit, which is great. I love giving Bo Nickel shit. But unfortunately, Bo Nickel didn't get to compete because Yoel Romero missed weight. So that's sad. How are you, Shyla? Good to see you. Just here to say hello and good morning from Russia. Well, good morning to you, Shyla. I hope that you and all of Russia has a great day. Slava Putin, Slava Russian. That's disgusting. Why would you say that about tourists being attacked by ladyboys in Thailand today? Why did you say that about tourists being attacked by ladyboys in Thailand today? It was a funny little joke, wasn't it? How dare you dress like that? What are you asking for? You're asking to get attacked by ladyboys. Wasn't it a fun little joke that I made in the Discord today, Jock? Armin probably beats Ilya, and then his own back again. He gets destroyed by his own back again. Yeah, according to the Adin Ross stream, he had a hernia in his back, which was the injury. I don't know how true that is. That could just be Armin's words. Who knows? Neither of my chats have shown up. Do you have me banned, you Jew? No, I don't know, Fighters Club. What were you saying? If you're starting up with you Jew, maybe you were saying things. I don't know, Fighters Club. He's a good lad. Crazy how we met through you on here. What are the chances? 2 Marines met an Australian YouTube channel coming for after a British guy shouted you out. That's the beauty of the internet, Combat Catholic. You just never know the way these things are going to work out. Eric is a good lad. Shyla, thank you so much for re-upping your membership. Well done on being a Dougie's Corner supporter for the last 6 months. Thank you, Shyla. I appreciate you. Bloody mogged Bo Nickel was. Mogged he was. I can't stay long. Busy day. You're all good, Shyla. Good luck today doing the work that you do, the very important medical work that you do, Shyla. Thank you so much. I accused Dougie of kissing the wall and he starts streaming. Coincidence? I'm back from my day drinks. Thank you, real Bruce Wayne. Okay, so I thought I could either message the chat and say, you know what, it's Sunday, nothing's happening, we won't go live. Or, you know what, I'll man up, sit down at the desk for an hour, and we will go live. So you could either have no live or this. I think you guys are appreciating this a lot more. Let us get over to... Where is it? There it is! The GOAT list. Our great GOAT list. Oh my god. Let us continue on with the discussions of our amazing GOAT list. Let me just move this here like that. Oi! Getting into the top 10. This is dangerous, dangerous stuff. Let me return to reading the chat. This is dangerous stuff we've got going on here now at the top 10. Let me have a look. Where's the chat? Where's me chat window? That goes there like that. And where's me chat? Here's me chat. Armin acting like Guru was crazy for telling him Ilya Obturo was truly funny. It was very funny, Cope. Yeah, I know. Like, Guru's allowed to think that Ilya can win. Like, obviously he's allowed to think that. Yoel still fought. Did he? I thought he didn't fight because he missed weight. I thought that was the thing that went out on RAF. Dougie likes his drinks with extra ice like Minnesota. Don't know what that means, Master. You shouldn't have dressed like a slutty tourist. It was fucking hilarious. I thought it was fucking hilarious as well, Jock. Is that a V-neck white t-shirt? Dougie is definitely looking for trouble. It is a V-neck white t-shirt. I should shave my head and start walking the streets in blue jeans. I was actually just saying how much the dude in my picture looks like you. Is it me? Have you found another? You have found a dude that looks like me. What have you done, Fighters Club? Let's go to the channel. Who is that? That's definitely not me, but it does look like me. Weird, that one, Fighters Club. Dougie, it would be smart for Guru to call out Ben Askren to gain some aura back. Guru does need to get some aura back. He did lose a little bit of aura with the Adin Ross stream, getting flatlined, palms up 3 times by Armin Sarukian. And him being nervous about Rampage showing up to the stream also was a bit of an aura loss. And him cowering away when they did the replays of his reactions to the Marab fight was a little bit of an aura loss, but this thing happened. Sunday, I forgot you live in the future. It's Sunday, mate. It's Sunday today. Jiu-jitsu and wrestling matches aren't fights. I know, I hate it when people call them fights. They're not. They're matches. Dougie, thoughts on Guru asking Adin Ross to mute when he pressed Guru on if he was ethnically Jewish? I didn't see that, not the AM bro. Did that happen towards the end of the stream? Doug, if you live in the future, why didn't you warn us about 9/11? Because I'm one of them. The same reason you weren't warned about Pearl Harbor. Dougie gets to watch a whole pay-per-view card before the UFC. I know, I'm truly... that's why I make so much money, because I gamble on the fights and I know what's going to happen. My name is Dougie, and you better like the stream, you dumb faggot. No hard feeling. Yep. Please tell me how to knock out Diego Lopez. I want to marry Alexa Grasso. I love her. What is up, Nico Bellic? If you want to knock out Diego Lopez, you must do a forward step-in tomahawk elbow. Straight on the bridge of the nose. The nose will then swell. It will start to fill with blood. He will then drop his jaw, leave his jaw hanging, pump the jab, and then right up the center. And good night, Irene, does Diego Lopez go. Armin needs to handle a gun better. That was very dangerous from Armin Sarukian. Just waving his gun around like me drunk at a bar with my cock. Very, very dangerous from Armin Sarukian. How are you, Super Shotgun? Good to see you, mate. Why aren't you naked today? Because it's cooled down. The weather's different. Thus, the clothes are different. What's up, Ricky? Good to see you, man. Dougie, I teabagged you in your sleep last night. I thought I woke up with a salty taste on my lips. I don't know why people think Ilya can't handle himself on the ground. He nullified the leg lock specialist Ryan Hall. That's got to count for something. Yeah, I know. I think people either overrate or underrate Ilya Tubturo when it comes to his work on the ground, Shyla. I agree. I mean, he was also able to submit Bryce Mitchell, you know, which is not nothing. In that V-neck white t-shirt, Dougie is definitely looking for trouble in Vietnam. This is going to be my Vietnam uniform too, smelly fingers. There you go. How did he lose aura other than his reactions to his reactions? Armin is literally the #1 contender. I don't know, real Bruce Wayne. I don't make up the rules of the internet. I just know that being face down, palms up 3 times and then saying I wasn't really trying is aura loss. Did you also know about Bondi Beach? Well, no, because that happened in Australia and I'm in Australia, so there it is. Dougie's a trillionaire from trafficking. Dudes, you're broke! You're broke! Repeat that again slowly. Nope. That was the other guy. That's it. It's about the gun debate in Discord. Don't know what that's going on there. All good, all good, all good. MMA Fatty and Kenny Okoye excusing the Marty title shot. Zero substance, zero backbone. It's so obvious what they're about. Were they... What, they want Kamaru Usman to get the next shot at what's his name? The greatest fighter that we have in the UFC right now. Islam Makhachev. They want Kamaru Usman to get a shot at Islam Makhachev, do they? I guess Fatty wants Kamaru Usman to get a shot at Islam Makhachev because Fatty is a Muslim cum enjoyer. And then Kenny Okoye wants Kamaru Usman to get the title shot because Kenny Okoye is a racist who only goes for his own team. I guess that's what's going on there. Super Shotgun. Armin and Ryan Hall are not the same. No, they're not the same, obviously. That's why I think Armin beats Ilya Tubturo. In a grappling match only, I think Ryan Hall would snap Armin's leg. In a grappling match only. In jiu-jitsu or wrestling? What do you mean by in a grappling match only? I guess you mean with jiu-jitsu, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think Armin Sarukian might be able to just muscle out of it, Shyla. He's a lot more powerful than Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall is a little string bean, and Armin Sarukian barely makes 155. Did you see Bo Nickel pulled out of the wrestling match because Romero missed weight by 2 pounds? What a clown. He's a clown. He's a dickhead. I'm not surprised. Guru hasn't used his legs in years. Give him a break. I'm giving him a break. I'm not the one saying that he lost aura. I'm saying the reaction seems to be that Guru has... Well, I am saying he's lost aura. He has lost some aura, yeah. Gonna give me schizophrenia? That's gonna happen. Is Mighty Mouse in the top 5? We haven't gotten there yet, have we? But we're going to. The sexual tension between Guru and the fat guy at the pentagram around his neck was titillating. The fat guy with the pentagram around his neck. I think that was a Jew star. A Star of David. I don't think that was a pentagram, mate. They were crying about Paddington versus Gaethje and silver title shots. Then they said Uncle Marty deserves the shot. Yeah, I mean, they're exceedingly biased rage baiters that only have each other to talk to, and their channels are failing. I am not surprised that MMA Joey and Kenny Okoye think Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje don't deserve the title shot, but obviously Kamaru Usman does. They're very biased hypocrites, and anyone who can't see that has fallen for their grift. I have some Kool-Aid for you to drink when the police come. What is up, Trip? How are you, man? Good to see you. Last stream, I will be Justin Kennedy's #1 fan. You already are, Justin Kennedy. Dougie's dad is a Freemason, so he gives him a heads up on all the upcurrent coming events. It's true. Not just a Freemason, a Grand Lodge leader. Paddy Pimblett doesn't deserve anything. The guy only fought out of prime fighters on losing streaks and lost to Jared Gordon by robbery. Armin mauls the blonde beachhead easily. I do think Armin takes him down and ground and pounds him very easily. Guru lost aura. What aura did he ever have? I think he accumulated some aura during the Mighty Mouse era, right? And when he went up and stood next to DDP, I think he got some aura there. And he always does this trick with the camera where you lean forward and flex your shoulders so it makes you look a lot bigger than you are, right? He does this trick with the camera. That gives you some aura, doesn't it? What's up, Paul? How are you, man? Good to see you, dude. What were your thoughts on the Guru stream with Adin? I thought it was quite enjoyable once they got out of the office. I've got to say, I don't know how Adin Ross is the biggest streamer in the world. I don't even know how people watch a lot of streams. I watch a lot of streams, and I think a lot of the streamers are fucking boring. They're boring. I watched the first half an hour of the stream where it was Adin, Armin, and Guru all sitting in the chairs just hanging out. It was fucking boring. I had to turn it off and then just look at the highlights on Twitter. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I try and make the streams fun. I like to be a little bit loud, a little bit playful, do this shit with you guys, you know. But when I'm just like watching a regular stream where people are just sitting there talking to the camera, gather around and tell us a tale from your time in India, Uncle Dougie. Yeah, man, it was a crazy time, you know? It was wild, dude. Let me tell you, it was a crazy time. Like, there's just no fucking energy in these people's streams. It kills me, man. Kills me. Maybe Guru will be tempted to do some influencer boxing to farm back some aura. Maybe. Pardon, Q. Maybe. Guru versus Tate. That's about the level that they're both at. Dougie is a grand wizard. Dougie's dad is a grand wizard. Dougie's dad is retired, and Dougie is not a grand wizard. Wizard, synchronicity, it's all about the wizard synchronicity, Dougie, about the Freemasons. Weird synchronicity about the Freemasons. I don't know what you mean, Two Smelly Fingers. What is the synchronicity? People bringing that up and what you and I were just messaging about in the DMs. Yeah, it is weird. It is weird, Two Smelly. How are you, Super Gamer? Good to see you, man. I hope that you are well. Dougie's dad is a goat and a bloody good bloke. When he was on the stream, reminded me of my own dad and the real life Crocodile Dundee. That's right, chat has actually met my dad. And notice it was me, my dad, and my brother in a room, and I think that was more entertaining than the Adin Ross stream. Maybe it's just because I find my family funny. I don't know. But to me, watching other streamers is boring as shit. Guru needs friends. He has friends, I'm sure. Dougie, Adin Ross hat told you exactly why he's the biggest streamer. I know. I've got to cut off the rim of this and then just wear it like this. Now maybe YouTube will accept me. How do you feel about your Pookie Bear MMA Guru wrestling against Armin Sarukian? I thought it was hilarious, Super Gamer. Well, he's a plant because, you know, I know why he's a plant. I know, not the AM, bro. It's like watching a wall plaster dry. It is like watching wall plaster dry, watching other streamers. I don't know how people do it. Imagine joining the Freemasons and Dougie is in a full white robe, walks out with his zesty-ass walk. I'd turn into a non-Freemason. That's why I left the tribe, Justin Kennedy. My dad was a Freemason too. He used to sneak away in the wee hours of the night to meet up with the dudes, having a meeting of the minds.
Why are you gay? You are gay.
I think he enjoys being the introvert he is. So do I, Shyla. So do I. I think he likes being an introvert as well. I agree. Where am I up to? I've never seen Adin Ross until now. It wasn't very entertaining, Chrissy J. I don't know how he became the biggest streamer in the world. Andrew Tate versus Alex Pereira at the White House. Alex Pereira would make Tate dance like a bitch. Andrew Tate versus Alex Pereira. That is not a fair fight. Andrew Tate would literally die. All right, Alex Pereira would murder Andrew Tate easily. I thought Guru did all right on Adin's stream, but I cringed hard every time he said chat, which is like every 2 minutes. Well, he's very used to talking to the chat. Like the chat is his, you know, the chat is his best friend, right? MMA Dougie is the only YouTuber I constantly nut to. That's disgusting. And I wish you hadn't told me that. It's the legendary of legendness that carry the stream. It is you guys, the legends that carry the stream. I am old who is Adin Ross, some fucking dude who streams out of a studio that's meant to look like a bedroom, which I find very weird, by the way, chat. Just between you and me. I find that creepy as fuck. Adin Ross has got this giant compound, and then he's built a studio inside of it to look like a bedroom to give off the idea of like we're just guys hanging out at my room. Like when they took the camera and walked out of the bedroom and you could see the entire like warehouse that he's in. I'm like, that's fucking strange to give it that like weird bedroom look. Couture is in your top 10. Should have been Bas Rutten above Randy Couture. I mean, Randy Couture has snuck into the top 10. It's true. It is true. Adin Ross said he wants to go fishing with Bryce while wearing his hat. Ha! Adin don't know what's coming up, brother. Everyone that's been a guest on Adin Ross's stream has seemed insanely uncomfortable, desperate to leave, like they hate him or they're bored out of their minds. Such little ability to hold a conversation. Yeah, it seems very, very, very boring. Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. Very boring, man. I used to watch Adin Ross when he played NBA 2K, but after that he wasn't funny anymore. Fair enough, Trip. I never... this is the first time I'd watched it. What is up, Miguel? Good to see you, dude. OG in the house is Miguel. What's up, Cayman? I see you in the chat there too, man. How are you, Mitch? Good to see you too, dude. What is up, MMA Pigger? Dougie, imagine getting jacked off by Alexa Grasso's feet. No, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. The MMA Guru, what's up, Moody Wizard? Good to see you, brother, as well. The MMA Guru did better than Dan Hooker and Benil with the wrestling. Guru deserves some respect, brother. Put respect on his name, brother. I wasn't even trying to get single leg till the end, mate. Pereira's meat swinging would lay out the woman beater. Pereira's cock would lay out Andrew Tate, the woman beater. That is true. When does Guru's next video come out? Is he talking to other UFC fighters? I'm not his secretary. I don't know when his next video gets dropped. I assume in a few days. I don't know, Shotgun. I don't know. What's up, Gaz Ninja? How are you, man? God wanted Andrew Tate to get knocked out by Alex Pereira. He does. He does. Well, apparently Andrew Tate and Alex Pereira were on similar paths, but maybe that was just Andrew Tate spouting even more bullshit. Did someone say Alexa Grasso's fit? Armin Sarukian has a big back. He's a proper middleweight right now. Yeah, Armin Sarukian is quite thick. However, Cayman, according to the Adin Ross stream, Armin is cutting calories because he is ready to be the backup opponent should UFC 324 need it. There you go. Alex Pereira would murder Andrew Tate. Brave statement there. I know, but it's true, Justin Kennedy. It's true. Adin built his own sitcom set. Yeah, it's like a sitcom set. It's weird, man. Dougie is jealous of Adin's compound. I am jealous of Adin's compound. I'd love to have a compound like that, Mr. C. Wait, there's an office made to look like a bedroom. Does he not have an actual bedroom? It's not an actual bedroom. It is a room in a giant warehouse made to look like a bedroom. Adin sounds like Diddy was there. It does make it sound very Diddy-ish, yeah? He built that room because his old setup he built that room because that was his old... Oh, so it's like he wanted the stream to feel the same, so he built a replica of his old bedroom. Is that what you're saying? It's not even a nice bedroom. Well, that fills in the story then, doesn't it? Adin Ross has way too much money for what he does. Tell me about it, Shiloh. I was lolling when Guru was trying to be sympathetic towards Adin's black friend getting shot. I didn't say that one, no. Adin Ross targets losers, and there are lots of them. That is true, mate. They used to cuff him as a... What am I looking at? I don't know what you're saying there, Fighters Club. Sorry. I see you've come around and seen sense about Captain America, Randy Couture. At least we can agree on Randy Couture. Super Shotgun. At least we can agree on that. I'm still not happy with Hendo, though. That is because you are autistic and you cannot decipher between the UFC and Pride, unfortunately, Super Shotgun. Turn on the like button, boys! Light up that like button, says Two Smelly Fingers. What is up, Gaz Ninja? I hope that you have been well. I'm still here just brainstorming creative slurs to call everyone. Jock, we love you. We love you, Jock. Everyone in this chat would want to get jacked off by Alexa Grasso's feet. I genuinely would not want to get jacked off by feet, Pigger. What people have, Yog. What's up, Jack Bursky? How are you, man? Good to see you. What you have here with your foot fetish, Yog, I have the opposite of. I'm actually disgusted by feet. I'm not turned on by feet. Tate would break his leg after landing a unchecked leg kick on Pereira. Yes, Tate would die in there. I had a chick suck on my toes once. It's not my thing. It's not my thing either. Guru had that single leg. Adin Ross literally said the time was up and Armin Sarukian started walking away and Guru jumped on the single leg. MMA Guru couldn't even break the grip once Armin let him. I know. I'm on shrooms with the munchies. Nice one, Jack. Enjoy the shrooms, mate. The top contender at 155 is cutting calories. Amazing to hear. Our fucking expectations are at an all-time low. I know, this is breaking news right now. The number one contender will be ready to fight. Breaking news right now. We're nearly through it, chat. We're nearly through it. Andrew Tate is just saying that for saying shit. They both fought Shattuck Pelion and Tate beat him better. But it was Pereira who used to drink, had bad cardio, so he manipulated the narrative, saying he would have fought Pereira and beat him. Right. Yeah, I'm not surprised Tate is manipulating things, changing things. I'm not surprised at all with that, to be honest, brother. Have you tried mushrooms? I have, many times. He would have fought Pereira. Oh, we did that one. Adin and Ariel have something in common. They love counting money. OGs knows how Dougie used to talk about building a chat populated compound in Texas. Never said I wanted the chat to be there. I've always said I've talked about opening my own compound. I'd like to do it either in Thailand, either in Texas, or in Russia. I've always said that. I've always maintained that. And you guys have just started inviting yourselves. And I remember we had a big argument between me and the chat that you couldn't just be there and hang out. Y'all had fucking jobs to do. Randy Couture in the top 10. Close the channel, little bro. No, actually wrong, K-Dot. We've gone through it all. And Randy Couture is in the top 10. We've even laid out their fucking resumes and why. Name someone here below Randy Couture that should pass Randy, and I swear to God, we have got a whole fucking overlay as to why you're wrong. We have deep dived into this one, K-Dot, more than anyone has ever deep dived into the GOAT debate before. Anyone before. Volkanovski, wrong. All right, you want Volkanovski, do you? Okay, brother. You want the Volkanovski, huh? You want the Alexander Volkanovski. I believe we did Alexander Volkanovski versus Randy Couture not too long ago. Let's do this. There's Volkanovski. Let's do this. There we go. We'll put that there like that. We'll go there like that. We'll get rid of that like that. We'll get Randy Couture. Boom. We'll put Randy Couture like that. Bang. There's Randy. We'll get Volk. Where's Volk? Where's me little Volk? Hey, little Volk. How are you, brother? You a good man, Volk? Yeah, come here, Volk. Come here, Volk. What the fuck have I done with that? There you go. There you go. Side by side. You tell me how Volk is above Randy Couture. All right. And I'll read the chat, and I'll let you make your argument. K-Dot. Who wins between Randy Couture's hairline and Dougie's chin? Obviously, my chin stands the test of time. Would like to get jacked off, but that's disgusting. Let's be honest, Chris Barnett probably falls all over the place if he did the same challenge with Armin the Sarukian. Yeah, he would. Chris Barnett would. I mean, it's fucking Armin Sarukian, right? Dougie keeps on his socks to hide his feet. Sometimes I do, P. Don Q. Sometimes I do. If you ever held your girl by her ankles and kissed her toes while you hit it missionary, you've never lived in life. Oh, no, we've done that. Like, I've done that, Justin Kenny. I've licked a foot before. It's just, you know... It's not a thing I look forward to. I feel like getting a footy would rip my shit clean out. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, feet are disgusting. Yep. Texas ain't the place to do it, man. No, it might not be Texas. It might be Thailand or Russia. Dougie hates feet, but likes plugs. Disgusting. Microdosing with the legal chocolate bars. Nice one, Jack. We've done the deepest dives. We have done the deepest of dives. Do you guys have legal microdosing in Australia? No, we do not have legal microdosing in Australia, but as you get towards the start of winter, there are magic mushrooms everywhere around here. You just go to the pines. There's magic mushrooms fucking everywhere. Randy is superior to Volk. Don't even get me started. I know, you've activated Shotgun. This is what Shotgun's here for. And I like the combo that hits really nicely as shrooms with beer. This is true. Texas is the place to do it. Maybe Texas is the place to do it. Jacked off by Joe and Dana's oiled up. Ah! 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 Imagine getting jacked off by Joe and Dana's heads. That's disgusting. That is truly, truly disgusting. What is up, City Life Project? Good to see you, brother. I hope that you're good, man. Good to see you, dude. I hope that you're well. I sent you so many Prime MMA show clips to react to. Oh, thank you, City Life. I appreciate that, dude. 10 versus 2. I have seen that one, dude. What is up, Mr. Have I been raided? What's going on? What's up, Mr. 509? How are you, man? You think Guru versus Rampage boxing match happens? I mean, Rampage would fucking kill him, Mr. 509, but no, I don't think it happens. And 3 versus 1, but the 3 had to fight all different styles. That one is my favorite. That's fucking great, City Life. I'd love to react to that one, man. That's awesome, dude. Did you send them over Instagram? Probably, dude. Thank you, dude. Shout out to City Life Project. I'm sure you guys know City Life Project. If you don't, he is the most hardcore of hardcore MMA channels. He will go and watch really, really obscure MMA. So make sure to go and check out City Life Project. Shout out, dude. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. Randy, 6 legend wins, 7 notables, won UFC 13 tournament, did the whole thing while old as fuck, not even close. I respect Folk, but sit down for this one. I agree with you, Shotgun. There's a reason I have Randy in the top 10. You just have to microdose your way into liking feet. I don't want to like feet. After years of living in the bush, Dougie developed native Aboriginal feet. It's true, man. I need to go. See you next time. Have a good day at work, Charlotte. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Dougie, when will you collab with the MMA Aussie fight with an MMA Aussie fighter? We have no motion, chat. Chat, you want me to do collabs. You want me to reach out to other fighters. Chat, we have no motion. We have 3,000 subscribers. How many likes do we have on the stream right now? We got 30 people watching the stream. How many likes do we have? We got 16 likes, chat. Where are the likes? Where are the likes? How many people have shared my reels on their page? How many people have clicked reshare on their page? Who's sharing reels? Who's sending reels? Who's subscribing? Where is the motion, chat? We need to build motion. Why do we have no motion, chat? I'm looking at the likes. They haven't even gone up. Get the likes up, chat. Why are there only 21 likes? There we go. Now we're building. Now we're building. What's up, Western Mass? How are you, brother? Good to see you, dude. How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. Nah, share them on your socials, mate. Share them on your Instagram. Share them on your socials. Let me read some chats. See ya, Charlotte. You have a good day. You have a good day. The 10 versus 2 was my favorite. I'll check that one out, City. I'll check that one out. We've dug deeper into this than I would dive into Fight Fairy, and that's fucking deep, Chalk. Jock, we've dived well deep into this. And this is only in the UFC. This is only in the UFC. Super Shotgun is correct. Texas is not nearly as people like to make it seem. I know, that's why I'm thinking maybe Russia, or maybe Thailand. Quality versus quantity. The Lucas Tracy fallacy, I see, K. Dot. The Lucas Tracy fallacy. I'll let you peruse this. The modern era fighters are just so much better than the old era fighters. A quote from Lucas Tracy. John Jones's entire resume isn't even worth one of Volk's wins. John Jones, GSP, these guys aren't even in the top 5. Alex Pereira won 2 UFC titles and got a speed running record just with kickboxing. DDP was a champion, does not know how to throw a straight punch. Yuri Prohaska was a champion. In his last fight, he said, and I quote, "I should just raise my hands up sometimes." Didn't even know that he should raise his hands. Pantoja was a taxi driver. Ilya Tapturo is a doubleweight champion. Never thrown a high kick. Tim Elliott is still having success in 2025. Dustin Poirier has no hips and was 34 years old and pushed Islam Makhachev to 2-2 going into the 5th round. Hamzat Chimaev is the most dominant fighter in 2025 and got taken to a draw by old man Usman on 11 days notice. Jamal Hill became a fucking champion. Jan Blachowicz couldn't get a belt when he was 30 years old, but managed to get one when he was 40 years old. Cyril Gane was the new age heavyweight, but he got destroyed by John Jones in a minute and almost dropped by Tai Tuivasa. Joshua Van became the #1 ranked contender and won a belt despite not training a single martial arts until after the pandemic. The modern era fighters are definitely better, but they're not that much better. They're better, but they're not that much better. You have been convinced by Lucas Tracy, the modern era fighters. And that argument is dead. No more. I am now moving on and reading the rest of the chats. Sorry it took me so long, guys. Your voice is vibing so hard through my head. That's fucking horrifying, Jack. I need a regular shroom dealer. You need a pine tree and some moss and something to shit and piss on it. What's Randy Couture's best win? I literally have them right there on the screen for you to peruse. I quite literally had them right there on the screen for you to peruse. They were all right there. There you go. There's the names. There's the names. They're right there for you to peruse and enjoy at your own reading pleasure. Where am I up to? Randy lost by Baby Hammerfist to Brock. Everyone loses. Volk got knocked out. Iceman is an NPC who just brawls. He wouldn't be ranked in welterweight today. You haven't watched the fights, K-Dot. You literally haven't watched Randy Couture versus Chuck Liddell. Guru Raid, he's streaming right now from a boat. Doubt it. Guru is not live, is he? Nope. How many Shitty Life was right? Dougie, City Life is fucking awesome, man. How many losses? We're not talking about losses. We're talking about what legacy have you built in the UFC? What skills did you have? What quality wins did those skills get you? What legacy did you build in the UFC? What legacy did you end up building? Everyone has losses. We haven't seen the end of Volk's career yet. Volk could hang around and lose 8 times. I'm not kidding. Guru is live. Guru is not live. I would have gotten a note. Guru's not live. Look up Sponge Candy. Not looking that up. We're having an MMA discussion, Jack. Doug has webbed fingers and toes from pounding back-to-pack shoes. What? On his butt? What are you talking about, Justin Kennedy? Volk has only lost to 2 guys in the UFC. Both of them are on GOAT pathways. This is true, K-Dot. This is true. Doesn't put him above Randy. Randy coming out of retirement at 45, getting KO'd by Chuck and beating a giant freak Silver after 5 rounds was absolutely insane. You have to have been there. What's up, Weston? Good to see you, man. I hope that you're well. Do shrooms take a while to kick in? It's been like 2 hours and I just feel a buzz. Well, it depends on the strength of the shroom, but yeah, they do take a while to kick in. After 2 hours, you should be feeling the full effect of whatever shrooms that you've taken. Share on YouTube, share them on your Instagram, brother. Shirtless Dougie brings in the twinks. It's true. Where am I up to? I've lost my spot. Where am I up to? I'll get to everyone. Hang on a second. When he punched him in the face in the first round, the crowd went fucking insane, man. They went insane. I shared that YouTube short of Armin grabbing the gun with the 10 other cunts. That was fucking hilarious. Armin grabbing the gun out of the box and just waving it around. That shit was hilarious, man. A lot of channels have low subs. They just throw money to the fighters for interviews. You know they need the money. I am not paying money out of my own bank account to interview fighters. I am not fucking doing that. I don't make any money on YouTube. I don't make any money on YouTube. Has there been any donations today? That's all good. You guys don't want to donate? That's okay. Just like the stream and help create motion. Help get us out there. If you don't donate, that's fine. At least like the stream. A lot of channel, we've read that one. Absolute Cinema. My homie got kicked out of the bar, accused him of being on cocaine while he was on cocaine. My homie got kicked out of the bar. They accused him of being on cocaine while he was on cocaine. Well, he should have just chilled. He should have just chilled out. You know, if you're on coke, just chill out. I don't think Guru is 6'3". What do you reckon he is, Johnny? How are you, Johnny? Good to see you, Johnny. Don't ask me about motion, cunt. Sorry, Weston. Didn't want to create too much motion. Just doing title wins is dumb because Marvin Vittori is counted as a title win for Izzy, whereas Pereira's non-title win over Jan Blachowicz is way better. Pereira's non-title win over Strickland. We're not counting title wins, actually. Interestingly enough, we are counting legend wins. We are not actually just counting the title wins. We're more counting the legendary wins because you bring up Israel Adesanya. It's funny you bring up Israel Adesanya. We did Israel Adesanya. And he has really only got 1 legendary win or 3, depending on whether or not you count Robert Whittaker as a legendary win. Notice, in your argument there, you brought up Marvin Vittori. We did not bring up Marvin Vittori at all while we were doing the discussion. We brought up Paulo Costa because at the time, Paulo Costa was 13-0, and Derek Brunson because Derek Brunson was a very difficult stylistic matchup for Izzy early on in his career. Then he knocked out Alex Pereira, and then you can decide whether or not you consider Robert Whittaker to be a legend. But we didn't bring up Marvin Vittori. Marvin Vittori is not relevant at all. It's actually not just the title wins. It's the legacy and the names. And Randy Couture has beaten a lot more names with a lot more legacy, plus he did more than what Volk has done. Volk has beaten Holloway 3 times, Jose Aljo, and Brian Ortega. Could you count Brian Ortega as a legend? Probably fucking not, to be honest. Thank you for the donation, brother. I really appreciate it. The 36 Jubilee. Thank you for the $2, man. This is for the Fighter Fund. I'll share the reels too. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, dude. You're a legend, brother. You are an absolute legend. You go down on the legends list. Thank you, dude, for the $2, man. I really appreciate you, man. You're a fucking legend, brother. Thank you guys so much. Even if you don't want to donate, guys, just liking the stream helps the stream out a lot, boys. It's your fault people don't like the stream. It's true. Yeah, Guru was wearing lifts, which seems odd. I don't think Guru was wearing lifts. A Dagestani compound? I'd die. Lucas Tracy is a casual. Lucas Tracy is a casual. I'm going to watch your memes video right now. Thank you, Weston. I appreciate you, brother. You're a good man. Should I take more shrooms? It's been 2 hours and I just feel a buzz. Yes, take 2 more caps. That will do you. I feel like, what the fuck am I saying? I'm on the internet. Do whatever you want. Don't do drugs. Do not do drugs. Do not do drugs. Also do whatever you want. I feel like the one who gifted this membership also watches Fight Fairy. Probably. Thank you for the $2, mate. I appreciate you so much, Gaz Ninja. You're a legend, man. Go get yourself some Macca's, cunt. Thank you, Gaz Ninja. I appreciate you, man. Don't do drugs, kids. God almighty, don't do drugs. Why am I saying that on the internet? Absolutely exposed Lucas Tracy with that one. Notice how most of this shit is above welterweight. They're still very good fighters. We're not counting all of the slop. We're just counting the good fighters. Guru has soft baby arms, no hair, and he's 5'11". Don't think so, Johnny. Dougie wrote that last night diary, just like, this is going to cook so hard tomorrow. Oh, thank you too, Smelly. I know, we went after it, didn't we? Where am I up to? I've lost my spot. Mark Coleman was a bum. Mark Coleman is not a bum. Let's not forget there weren't even weight classes back in the OG tournaments, and you had to fight 2 or 3 times in a single night. Nowadays, these fighters drop out if their opponent is 2 pounds over. I know. If Armin Sarukian is going in there and he's 1 pound over, there's no more fights for the rest of the year. These guys would fight open fucking weight classes 4 times in 1 night and then go and do it again 3 months later. Colby destroyed no pick, no Bo Nickel at the press conference. Good. And they complain if the promotion coerces them to fight in a 4-month time span. I know, they're bitches. They're bitches. Kobe talking about fighters being boring is peak hypocrisy. Tell me about it. So do we have to pile our money together for a fighter fund? I mean, just liking the stream is going to do it, right? I've been watching MMA since 152. Skill set wise, heavier guys were arse compared to the welterweights below. Mario Batista 12 years ago would have gotten the GOAT conversation with skill inflation. It's absolutely real. The skill levels have gotten better, but not to the point where it surpasses what the old guys were doing. And I'm not saying the skills haven't gotten better. They absolutely have gotten better, but not just to the point where you can clear the board of all the old fighters. That is just simply not true. Again, Ilya Topuria has had success without throwing a single high kick. RDR doesn't know how to turn over a punch properly. Drickus doesn't know how to punch properly. Yuri Prohaska didn't even know that you should raise your fucking hands up. Yeah? DC in his current era would run through the light heavyweight division. Guru's live and isn't aware. Oh my god, he's pulling his cock out. I don't believe you, Fighters Club. The frog acting like he doesn't have web fingers and toes. I don't. I've got normal ones. Doesn't mean GSP and Jones aren't good. No, I know. They are definitely good, man. If Lucas Tracy ever had to get life-saving surgery, he'd demand they'd get some 22-year-old fresh out of medical school who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing because he's from the modern era of medicine, man. Dougie's saying he doesn't want to invest in himself. What do you think I do in this chair for fucking hours after I film a video, edit a video, upload the video, do the stream, and then cut the shorts out for the stream, and then do it all again the next day and do it every single day? Not investing in myself. Tom Nolan interviewed now! Like, how many title fights has Randy had? Yeah, we're not counting the title fight. I feel like you know that. We've been over that. Typical Drew wants us to use everyone else's money. I'm about to watch Conor versus Mendes. That would be wild. I'm about to watch Conor versus Mendes. That would be wild. There's somebody else here is watching Conor. Odds are not good, though. I don't think people in here are watching Conor right now, Jimberly. Give us some motion. Give some motion. Do you use the Sora app? I do not use the Sora app. I don't even think we have it in Australia. It's part of ChatGPT. I don't think it's available in Australia yet. Vittori is still one of his 8 title wins, but I just showed you we're not just counting at title wins. Thank you, Chatterhead, for the $10. Thank you, mate, for the 10 gifted memberships. How are you, brother? Thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships, Chatterhead. I appreciate you, dude. You're a legend, Chatterhead. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate the $10, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What was I saying? Vittori is still 1/8 of the title wins. Yes, you are correct. But notice how we're putting intangibles. We're counting the names. We're not just talking about the titles. We're talking about the who did you actually fight, right? Like, we haven't got 10 names here under Randy Couture. Yeah, we're not counting all of his title wins as like this thing. We're counting the quality of the names. games plus what he did, yeah? Winning back the title at such an old age is fucking impressive. That's why it's not really just like we're taking people's numbers and putting their numbers together, K-Dot. We're actually talking about the intangibles as well. And thank you again, Cheddarhead, so much for the $10, the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, Cheddarhead. Robert the Reaper Whitaker is a legendary win. I fucking love that, Weston. Thank you, dude. Base Dougie, he's finally learning. There you go. Randy Couture is 9-11 in the UFC. Yeah, we're not counting the losses. We're not counting the losses. We're not looking at the losses because people's careers aren't over. Again, what we have been doing is looking at each fighter's skill set. What skills got you those quality wins? How many of those quality wins did you get to define the legacy that you achieved in the UFC? It is undoubtable that the legacy that Randy Couture has achieved in the UFC is better than the legacy that Alexander Volkanovski has achieved in the UFC so far. Alexander Volkanovski's career is not over yet, but Randy Couture definitely achieved a higher level of legacy than Alexander Volkanovski has won. Without just counting the title wins, we're going through everything. We're going through the title wins plus the intangibles. Thus, we end up here where Randy Couture and Matt Hughes are both ahead of Alexander Volkanovski. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. I appreciate you so much. K-Dot, thank you for the debate. You have been cooked. You can't take that away from Izzy. We aren't. Dougie, can we help you bring the GOAT Volk? Can we help you get the GOAT Volk for the collab? I mean, you can help me. Like the stream. Like the stream and you can help me. Where am I up to? Sorry guys if I've missed some chats. Sorry if I've missed some chats. I got screwed up here somewhere. Yes, 10 title wins, but 17 title fights. If you gave Volk title fight, then his debut, he'd have 1 billion title wins. We've gone over that. Thank you, K-Dot. Don't get high in your own supply. It's true, Gaz Ninja. Don't get high in your own supply. Very true. Get this kid out of here. Now he's all right. The best part of the internet is that you can look shit up immediately and embarrass the broccoli heads who don't even know who Mario Bustamante is. Exposed! I violated the like button and it begged for more. The like button is a slut. Ever heard of Yakamoto, bitch? There you go. Western Mass motto. We do love Western Mass. We do love Western Mass. Drickus strikes like the granny at the bingo club, and he was the champ in the modern era. Drickus was a modern era champion. The skill set these days is just so much better. Look at Yuri Prohaska. Paulo Costa isn't even close to being in the legends. Paulo Costa is not a legend. He's a name of note. We need a money counter for the fighter interview fund like the one that we had for the sign. Holy shit, that would be good. I need to keep half of it, though. I want to make this my job. You said the wrestling thing. DC would get knocked out by Mirzakhanov. DC would not get knocked out by Mirzakhanov. No, he would not. Good times, good times, good times. You should do the title fights, though. If you give me 50 title fights, I'm bound to win at least 20 of them. Yeah, that's why it's not just about the numbers, K-Dot. It's about the names and the quality, right? Chedhead's a legend. Chedhead is a legend. Izzy wins over Alex Pereira as Hughes for his resume. It is massive for his resume. It is. Much better draw there. Who got some? Never Holds Hands got some. Bobby Mays got some. Spectronometers got some. Good Noodle got some. Dig got some. That was a really great drop, Chedhead. Thank you so much for the $10, Chedhead. You're a legend. You're a legend, Chedhead. Weak pull from Chedhead. That was a sick pull from Chedhead. Horse Gracie was a GOAT in the early days of the UFCs. Sorry about spelling his name. Royce Gracie was a GOAT, but notice I don't have Royce Gracie on this list. Yeah, I don't have Royce Gracie on this list, yeah. Cheddar, please send another $10. Oh, no, Cheddarhead's a GOAT. That's enough. Cheddarhead with the members pulls like the Pokemon cards. Cheddarhead loves pulling the names out there. Dougie leaves the Sora app sore when he's done with it. Sounds nasty. Someone like Rashad Evans is a legend, but a non-legend like Allberg would evaporate him. Does that mean Rashad is valued over him? Yeah, a win over Rashad Evans is valued more. That is more legacy building than beating Allberg. Now, maybe if Allberg can become something and build himself into a legendary name, yeah, for sure. But notice, K-Dot, I think you're getting hung up on like a... what's the right way to word this? You're getting hung up, K-Dot, on thinking of this like an MMA Che list. Like, who is the most skilled fighter ever? Who's the most skilled fighter in the UFC ever? Skill for skill. We're not talking about that. I've been very, very clear with how I am ranking this. Who has built up the most legacy in the UFC ever? Who has built up the most legacy? Who has accrued the most legacy? I've actually got skills at the very bottom of my list here, K-Dot. And via that, Randy Couture, so far out of all the names that we have looked at, has built the most legacy out of anyone else that I've brought up here. And we've stuck to the criteria for everyone. And argued it pretty fucking well, if I might say so myself. What's up, M4 Operator? How are you, dude? What did I miss? Nothing, we're just talking shit. How are you, boy? Good to see you, mate. What are we talking about today? We're talking about Randy Couture versus Alexander Volkanovski and who is higher up on the GOAT list and why it is Randy Couture. That seems to be what we're talking about, and whether or not Guru lost aura. Randy and George Foreman are two of the oldest men ever to win a heavyweight title in combat sports at 45 years old. That is a legendary shit. This is true. People forget, man, Randy Couture destroyed James Toney, and Toney had the best, highest level boxing in the UFC, man. Dougie backing the American. This is unprecedented. I don't mind backing the Americans. All right, I get you. There we go, K-Dot. We found ourselves in agreement somewhere. Imagine Joe and Dana nibbling. No, that's disgusting. Never forget, Brock Lesnar was the Khabib of the heavyweight division. This is true, man. I do not like Izzy, but I cannot besmirch his resume. Izzy's got a half-decent resume. It's not the best, but it's half-decent. Randy also won the UFC 13 tournament. People forget that too, man. How are you, Merkin? I'm just going to call you Merk. I'm just going to call you Merk, mate. Randy Couture mogged the boxing world when he made James Toney look like a fucking clown. True, Merk, true. DDP throws a lead leg head kick with no telegraph. You're nitpicking him over overthrowing some hooks. Same with Yuri. Dude is orthodox, but he is sacrificing pressure with nasty chin. He would be the champ with 30 legend wins 15 or 20 years ago. Again, I am just using Yuri's own words here. In Yuri Praska's very last fight, in his most recent fight, he did a post-fight interview where he said in the third round, he would try lifting his hands to protect his face, and he had never thought about that before and was shocked that it actually worked. I have got so many reasons as to why the modern era fighters are a higher level of skill. They are a higher level of skill, but they are not this worlds apart difference. You go back and you watch Randy Couture versus Chuck Liddell. The kickboxing is exactly the same. The wrestling is exactly the same. Chuck Liddell is fighting hands on the ground, getting his hips out, putting his ass against the cage, standing up against the back of the cage, pushing the hands down, turning and pivoting out, and then they go back to a regular. It looks like a modern day MMA fight. Exactly like a modern day MMA fight does Chuck Liddell versus Randy Couture. The skill level has gotten better, but it has not gotten so much better that you just throw away everything the old guys did. Champs for 30 later, we did that one. I'm too violent to mod this shit. You are way too violent, Weston. I abused the like button and it liked it. We love Cheddhead. We do love Cheddhead. Joey and Dana washing your winky in the sink. That's disgusting. No, Joe Swanson MMA. I like Joe Swanson MMA. He's a good bloke. Prime Rashad would beat the absolute shit out of Allberg. All right. 2013, Phil Davis would dominate the bums in the 205 division. None of them can wrestle to save their lives. All right. What's up, M4 Operators? Good to see you, man. Volk is the most skilled fighter. We're not having a skilled conversation, though, are we? We should make a tier list of dares for you to do in Vietnam, and each one requires a certain set of donations. Drink snake wine, drink snake blood, eat a turtle, smoke native tobacco. That's fucking crazy. And then this channel would turn into me just doing things for money, and I don't want the channel to turn into that. I want this stream to get so fucking busy people can't get a word in, and then someone donates $2 to get their chat read every now and then I go back to reading the green names prioritatively. And then doing a member stream afterwards with just the boys that are in the VIP section. I think Allberg has potential. Greatest heavyweight legacy. Fedor Emelianenko. This is true, but again, we're keeping it to UFC fighters. You have to have... What did you achieve in the UFC? What legacy did you accrue in the UFC? Is the conversation we've been having over the last 2 weeks. I think Allberg... We did that one. Guru is shaped weird. He is shaped weird. That is true. That's a good point there. Guru is shaped weird. Where am I up to? Guru found your grinder and it's awesome. Okay, thank you. Where the fuck am I up to? DDP is an uncoordinated clown. He would get sparked by a prime Rich Franklin. Shotgun does over. Shotgun is the opposite of Lucas Tracy. Shotgun over glazes the old fighters. Like, he goes way too hard. Izzy, I beat that guy one time. Yeah, and you beat off your dog several times. Disgusting. I'd say Guru gained aura. We all know he wasn't going to beat Armin in wrestling, but the absolute size of him compared to the small hat dudes is in awe. He is a fucking big old bastard, isn't the MMA Guru? He's a big fucking bastard. Not the peak yet. We're not at the peak yet. Guru found... All right, we did that one. It's like a slope. The skill has increased, but has not reached its peak. I agree. The skill is getting better, but it hasn't peaked yet. Chuck Liddell was one of the first best anti-wrestlers in the UFC. He was fucking amazing, yeah. If the UFC had no Muslim fighters, the UFC would be the #1 sport. Nah, because you'd still have people like Colby Covington and Sean Brady. You'd still have wrestlers holding people down. It's not like the 1950s where basketball is compared to today's basketball. Yeah, it's not like that, no. Randy Couture and his dirty boxing was so far ahead of his opponents, it was awesome to watch. And thus, Randy Couture and Chuck Liddell make the list. And thus, Randy Couture, Chuck Liddell, Matt Hughes, these guys make the list, being able to hold it down with the modern era fighters in the legacy that they have accrued. Do you ever shadow box on mushrooms? I don't, Jack. No. Do shrooms during the Paddy fight? I won't be able to talk, Jack. Dougie, get yourself a lady boil. You'll feel better. I'm in a great mood, actually, Super Gamer. Are you going to share, Jack? Guru should have to reset the rules. Armin should have taken him down. Armin would have beaten the fuck out of him then. Who would you take between Nacho and Guru? I'd take Nacho. Shotgun is like 70 years old. He is. Watch Rich Strike compared to DDP. DDP is an uncoordinated bum. I'm not even joking. I know DDP is uncoordinated. I'm aware, dude. Though you would have put Armin in a crucifix? No. I would have gone harder, though. I would have gone harder. I think Guru spent way too much time trying to fight the hands. Maybe Armin's grip is just so fucking insane. Guru couldn't get his hands free, but who knows, man. Franklin lands an overhand on the chin, and the African goes to sleep. But... how the fuck is Holloway so low? He has wins over Aldo, Stevens, Edgar, Ortega, Allen. Aldo's not that low. Sorry, Holloway's not that low. Holloway's right here. Holloway's 1, 2, 3, 4 spots behind Randy. He's just outside of the top 10. Look at the names that still need to go in the top 10, K-Dot. You got to have Khabib, which I don't think Khabib will make it into the top 10. I think he'll drop out. I think Alex won't be in the top 10. I don't think Conor will be in the top 10. I think GSP probably will. DC probably will. So it's still going to move around, K-Dot. We're not really settled on that yet. We've got these names left to go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 10 names left to go, and I do think that this is going to percolate a bit. So these guys aren't locked in where they are. We've still got names to slip in, and we'll see where they go. Thank you so much, Shitterhead, for the $5 in donations, the extra 5 gifted memberships. Cheddar's in the chat. Feet in the chat. Thank you so much, Cheddarhead, for the extra $5, the extra 5 gifted memberships. He's putting Dougie through college. Thank you so much, Cheddarhead. You are a legend of a bloke. You are one of the legends, Cheddarhead. You are one of the legends. Nacho destroys Guru. I think he does, mate. Dougie. What's up, Noob Cake? Good to see you, man. Dougie. Holloway's resume is made for lists like this. Holloway has got a sick resume. I don't deny that, K-Dot. Most beers or drinks you've slammed in a single night? Honestly, an uncountable amount, Mr. C. I can fucking drink. I can fucking drink. Don't worry about that. Dougie, you should have a wrestling match with MMA Guru. Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah. Where is Holloway? Holloway, we showed where Holloway is. I agree. Not 1,000. I agree. 1,000%. Not many people talk about Matt Hughes. You would go to war with Prime Usman, and I think there would be a trilogy. I agree. I think Matt Hughes would push Usman. Yep. Gaz Ninja might be older than Shotgun. Maybe. Where am I up to? If you break it down, Khabib's resume is weak as fuck. Oh, we're going to be talking about Khabib's resume. Don't worry about that. Especially since Michael Morales just had 2 exhibition fights. What about Khabib's resume? Guru couldn't get his hands free from Armin's grip. Yeah, Armin's grip must be fucking insane, man. Insane. Now that's a fucking pull from Cheddar. Thank you, Cheddar, so much. KZ, MMA in this motherfucker. Let's go! Thank you, dudes. If you have DC above Holloway, that just invalidates your own list. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like this isn't locked in, K-Dot. So what we've been doing is just pulling random names out of this file that we have here, random names, building their legacy, building their resume, and then comparing it to other people. And the GOAT list has been moving around and it's been percolating, but I'm just starting from people that I presume to be lower up the list and working my way up, people that you'd assume would be higher up the list. But again, I think when you look at Khabib, when you look at DC, when you look at Conor, you know, these names are real. There is going to be percolation, K-Dot. I think there is going to be percolation, brother. Frank does not pass the black gate. I don't think he does, mate. I don't think he does. Wow, I never got one. You just got here, Jack. And make sure that you've got your gifted memberships turned on. If we follow the Tapology rules, then Khabib is 13-0. Not very good at all, is it? Armin has been working these days. Armin's been working hard, man. Gustafsson, Stipe, Rumble, Mir. That's about it for DC. That is really about it. Like, he's got the 2 belts. And you could say that he was a bit of a paper champion at lightweight. Like, for Ilya Tubturo. I've got Ilya down with 2 belts, but I've got him as a bit of a, I've got him as a paper champion for the second win. So we're going to have that conversation about DC when we get to it. It won't be on today's stream. It'll probably be on tomorrow's stream. We'll crack this open and peel off another fighter and really get into their resume on the nitty gritty, because I am going to get out of here soon. I am crashing from the day beers, but tomorrow I'll go to work. We'll sit down. We'll do a nice hour-and-a-half stream and we'll pull out another name. Armin been working these days. There we are. My football team loses these donos. My football team lost. These donos are keeping me busy from jumping off the balcony. Well, thank you, Chethead. I appreciate it, dude. Prime Hughes beats Marty via decision. He might, dude. He might. The main issue with Khabib is that he didn't hang around long enough for a legendary status. Exactly. He didn't get to build that big legacy that we're looking for. Leon Edwards 50-45s Hughes. Oh, I don't think so. Don't think so. I'm telling you, man, Armin's grip is stronger than the Hulk. It could be M4 operator. I like Holloway has way better wins than Volk. Objectively, he should be above Volk. Oh, we did that. We did Holloway versus Volk. We had a big argument about Holloway versus Volk. We still have the slide open. Holloway versus Volk. Let me clean it up now that we have the new way of formatting things. We still have the slide open. Where's me Holloway? There's me Holloway there. There's Holloway there. This is why I want to get this list down, because new people can just jump into the channel, and when they ask me questions about my GOAT list, I'll have it ready to go. I'll have my top 30 just ready to go, and I'll have all the reasons why and all the arguments why as to how we got here. How did we get here? How did you get here? How did you get to Volk being ahead of Holloway? How did you get here? How did you get here? I think the record for the oldest wins plus the multiple defenses of the title puts Volk a sliver. That's what we did. This is what we did. It puts Volk a sliver ahead of Holloway, and I had them like neck and neck. Like wherever they go, Holloway and Volk deserve to be neck and neck next to each other. But I do think the multiple defenses and winning back the belt, getting the record for that, does trump Max Holloway, who has got very notable wins. Very, very notable wins. But as for the legends, he's got 5 legendary wins. Certainly more names. Volk has got 4 legendary wins. He's beaten Holloway 3 times. Beat the fuck out of him in the 3rd time. And he's got Jose Aldo as well. Brian Ortega shouldn't be there. Brian Ortega should not be there. I need to change that. Where is it? Ungroup. Brian Ortega should not be there. Brian Ortega should be down there. Brian Ortega should not be there. Aldo should be there like that. That's how that should look. Ah, yes. Delicious. Now I'll regroup that. That's better. Ah, tasty. Tasty, tasty, tasty stuff, that is. Tasty stuff. Khabib has 3 title wins. Winning a vacant title against number 12 ranked real estate agent Ally Quinter on 24 notice is not a title fight, and we all know it. I know that's going to be like a Marvin Vettori title win. Not even going to get mentioned. Guru went on the Nelk Boys too. Oh, sick! When did that get released, Cheddarhead? Just now? They turned on him just like me. 2 title defenses for Khabib. 2 title defenses for Khabib. I'm too casual compared to the other hardcores, but it's nice seeing everyone's input. Yeah, it's been a good debate, Combat Catholic. Keeping the lights on, Cheddarhead. Single-handedly keeping Dougie off the truck stops. There we go. W background noise while I clean up the house. So thank you, Combat Catholic. I appreciate that, man. 100% paper champion at light heavyweight. 100% paper champion. Yeah, we agree on that. Cool. I'm scratching my ass. It feels nice. Okay. Thank you, Gaz Ninja, for the $5 and the 5 gifted memberships, Gaz Ninja. I just tweeted that he went on the Nelk Boys. Nice. Thank you for the update, Jedhead. And thank you, Gaz Ninja. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate the donations, guys. You guys have been very generous today, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, man. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. I am dying for a piss because I had too many beers and I am crashing. So Davidson Figueiredo is going to get the last word in and then we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go to work tomorrow. There'll be a video tomorrow morning. And then this time tomorrow, we'll do an hour and a half stream. Great to see you in full effect and high spirits. Thank you, Ron Olk. I appreciate it, man. Who is the strongest grip, Armin or... God, I'm dying for a piss. I'm going to get out of here. Who is the strongest grip? Armin post-Poatan breakup or Tracy Cortez? Armin post-Poatan breakup or post-Poatan breakup, Tracy Cortez. Tracy Cortez might have the strongest grip. Thank you, M4 Operator, for the $5, man. I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. You guys have been great today. Thank you so much. It's like $25 in donations today. Thank you, guys. Volk breaking the 35 curse adds extra point, just like Silva winning the middleweight titles at 37 adds to the legacy. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's a thing of note. So it's not just title for title. It's not just name for name. It's like, what have you done to create legacy? My dog has that problem. Okay, disgusting. He tweeted that he went on the Nelk Boys. And Michael Johnson is a better win than Ally Quinner. I think Michael Johnson is a better win than Ally Quinner. Thank you, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much. I'm dying for a piss. You guys are legends. Thank you to everyone that donated. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm sorry for the shortish stream today of just the hour. We'll do an hour and a half tomorrow after work, maybe even 2 hours tomorrow after work. Just depends how quickly I finish work. But I've been day drinking. I'm dying for a piss. It's been an hour. I'm crashing out. I'm going to go get another beer and get something to eat. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you then. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. See you tomorrow, guys. Appreciate you. Goodbye.